can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. Yeah. There is no job, no money for hustlers.
Hello, my people, and welcome to this radio talk show that two news organizations bringing it to you: the Stage Media and Dubawa. The Stage Media is here in Liberia, while the Dubawa News Group is in Nigeria. There are two news groups working together to make sure that you get the correct story. My name is Seyo Watusi, your special English or PG Liberia English friend. The first story here, one news group on the internet they call Shine Liberia pulled it down the other day to say that the government of Liberia finished paying all the money owed to Speaker Fanatic Kofa and all his staff, and then all the other people, friend them, who the other lawmakers say they put under suspension. All this is because there being confusion inside the lawmaker House of Representatives. And some group of them say they're moving the Speaker Fanatic Kofa from there. And those who backing him, they and those people who say they want to move him, they be having some confusion. So those ones who say they don't want him, who they call it, they said the majority bloc, say they will set some of the people down. And so with all this one here now that been going on, the Supreme Court step inside and settle the matter and say Kofa the Speaker and all this kind of thing here, but then the things still going backward and forward. So this particular news group put it down to say that the government agreed or finish paying all the money, what they call the benefit then, to the Speaker, all his staff, and all the other people who they set down the other time. So with this story, the fact checker here decided to make fact check with it 1 year, and that was on May 1. They put this story here down. Before the fact checker will actually go to make contact with the Shine Liberia that put this story here down, they went and take that whole post down. So the fact checker then say they come to the conclusion that this one here, no proof for it, that the government do this one here for Fanatic Kofa and all the other people. The other story here is this one that one fellow they call Prentice Doma. He the big person or the person who can write for the United Party youth group that in Nimba County. He put it down to say that all the political parties in Liberia here right now, they are 29. Prentice Doma, he was talking this one here the other day when they put a program down in Nimba County. And he put this one here on his Facebook page to say Liberia got 29 registered political parties then. And something like this here, we the fact checker then always say that any story that you hear on the radio or you see on the internet, it must be true. We will go there and check and bring the true story to you. So we decided to make fact check with this one here. But some of the things he said all the political parties and the 29 that he talked about, he said there are 19 parties that are supporting the Unity Party and only 4 supporting the CDC. Now, here, Liberia, is working on plenty party, what they call multi-party system. Now, not one party. The big law book open it for all the party then to be here, plenty party then to be here, solo party then they here. The fact checker now, so they went to the internet page, what they call the website for the voting house, to see there are how many parties really that are in this Liberia here. They found out that by April, the whole number of parties then that are in Liberia here, 46 parties with their names here say United Democratic Party, UDR, National Development Party, All Liberia Solidarity Party, Reformers National Congress, Greater Action Party, African Liberation League, Grassroots Development Movement, Liberia First Movement Party, African Democratic Movement of Liberia, and Liberia Rebuilding Party. They get other party than Economic Freedom Fighters of Party. Now all these parties that we need are telling you here so that a party then when they pulled down before the 2023 election that happened. All I want are to the party then that were there first so that they want to bring the party then to 46. The few time and with all the checking what the fact checker do, they ask the big person in charge of political matter to the voting house, Mr. Abi, we say, and he say yes, the party there that are 46. A few times they now pull down another party they call the CMC, Citizen Movement for Change. It bring all that number now to 47. We check the other story where Mr. Doma pulled down to say 19 parties now that is supporting the Unity Party. When the fact checker went to find out, they found out that there were 20 parties. They're the one that joined with the Unity Party right now. All Liberia Coalition Party, ACOP, Grassroots Democratic Party, Rainbow Alliance, New Liberia Party, Movement for More Liberia, Movement for Democracy and Reconstruction, Liberia People Party, Liberia Restoration Party, National Democratic Coalition, Democratic People Party, All Liberia Party, Economic Freedom Fighter, United Independent Democrat, African Liberation League, Greater Action Party of Liberia, Liberia First Movement, Liberia Rebuilding Party, Grassroots Development Party, and United Liberia Party. So there are 20 parties on the side that join with the Unity Party, meaning they call it this what they call it in alliance. We still check and find out that even though all the 20 parties here, they in union with the Unity Party, but among some of them, people can agree on something. And for example, the party they call the ACO, All Liberia Coalition Party, the other day, when the ACO people went to Mr. Samuel Coker, who the United Party were backing from Nimba County in the small election that just passed, some of the ACO members say no, they were not part of that one. So there's a kind of small people not agreeing on some things. Concerning the CDC, they report that the fact checker they find out the Party Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, again about 6 political parties that are in union with them. For example, Union of Liberia Democrats, United People's Party, Redemption Democratic Congress, Change Democratic Action, and Movement for Economic Empowerment. These parties joined the CDC, some people for them to be in union with the CDC before the 2023 election happened. Now, there were other parties that were with the CDC, but they moved from inside the CDC. Like the NPP, they moved from there in 2024. The Liberia People Democratic Party also moved from there the few times in the same 2024 year. And then the People Liberation Party also moved from there in July 2024. Moved from in that union in July 2024. So with these parties then now that move from there, it bring the party then well in union with the CDC to 6. But the fact checker then, they not stop there with all the checking they're doing. So they made contact with Prentice Doma, who actually put this story here down. Mr. Doma here, this story you put down, where you get it from? He say he go on the internet and they get one page there they call Wikipedia. That the place he take this story here from. Well, the fact checker here say they come to the conclusion that with all the things and where he check, and if he say asking one of the big person to the voting house who in charge of political matter, Abi Wise, who say, yeah, the party they're not 29, but the parties are plenty. 47, we come to the conclusion that the story that Mr. Prentice Duma put down is not correct. Parties here are not 29, they are 47. And that the party then that in union with the Unity Party, they are 20. While the ones that join with the CDC, they 6. This other story here, the news group they call Spoon TV Live, They put it down the other day that one big man told the government house, working with all the business people here, they call Ministry of Commerce. He's a Inspector General, Mr. Koloqua, the president of Liberia, fire him. The Spoon people say President fired this man here because they say this man, he was in this big school here they call University of Liberia. Time to graduate, to go see, he wear gown and he go to graduate. But then it not stay long, they put it down that this man, they graduate, where he say he graduate, that social false people he get, that he cockroach threw his way in that place. And the people went behind it to find it out. Another news group on the internet they call Sapa TV also say the same thing, that Mr. Koloqua, the president, fired him from the Ministry of Commerce. When this story came about to say that he was going to graduate or finish with LU, when they put booking and said no, it got to the point and when they stopped him from graduating and they found out that he made cockroach to get all these people here, people start bringing pressure on president to fire him. So when the fact checkers started to do fact check with this story here, they asked the Spoon TV people to tell them where they get this story here from. But our people did not answer. When all these things were going on, the University of Liberia went to check inside the whole thing here concerning Koloqua. And when they found out that they say there are about 8 people who helped him to get all these people here until he get to that point where he almost to graduate. So the University of Liberia, they fire 8 people from their job for doing something like this here. Well, whether Mr. Koloqua is still there to that place here and the people came they straight backward and forward, the fact checker then went and talked to somebody they call George Lobo. George Lobo, one of the big person for the United Party. Saying, oh, Mr. Lobo, the thing that we're hearing is Mr. Koloqua still working to that place there, president not fire him or president fire him. Lobo say, well, I got to tell you people this thing here. Nobody will not bring no pressure on the president for him to fire Koloqua. Different civilian group or civil society organization, for example, and I say, man, he even said, talk to the president, say, Mr. President, this thing here that going on here with the Koloqua man here, and the thing he do is a bad thing. Even the people check it out and find it out that he do the thing here for truth. So they even say fire people from the big school University Library for this thing here. But then you still looking at this man here, he's still in a place here. The fact checker here say, with all the checking, what he finished doing, it come to the conclusion here that right now, no statement, what they call official statement, that come from the executive mansion on Koloqua, whether they fire him or they not fire him. And even said the National Civil Society Council also say right now, president need to take real action against this Mr. Koloqua. So the fact checker come to the conclusion that the story that Spoon TV put down to say that President fire Koloqua, this one here is not true. Well, this is all we have for you. But before we go, please note this fact. These fact checks are a joint production of Dubawa and the Stage Media in Liberia. Dubawa is based in Nigeria. They do not have no say in this report. If you have a claim and want us to verify it, please WhatsApp us on +231 775 937658. My name is Seo Watosi. We will come your way again.